Hey everybody, welcome to Post to Post. My name is Neil if you're new. Thanks for joining me today. This is going to be a very different video than of anything that I've ever done in the past because it would have been impossible for me to do without the help of you guys. There was someone out there, shout out to J-Mark, okay? Shout out to J-Mark, Boston Bruins fan. Met up with him in person in early 2020. Went to a Boston Bruins game with him. Had a great time, went out to eat. I don't know if I consider him to be like maybe he would consider himself being a Post to Post super fan. Maybe he does not want to be classified as that. However, he has gone and created an entire Excel spreadsheet of every single hat that I've ever worn since the beginning of 2017 when I started on YouTube, as far as, what team and stuff, what jerseys have been in the background. He's added up an entire tally list, and I think this J-Mark, I think this classifies you as a Post to Post super fan, just saying, but I really appreciate it. Like, I am so interested in all these stats. I'm going to put them up on the screen now so we can look at them. And let's just, I'm just going to talk out loud and just kind of go through this. A lot of this is new for me. I didn't really look over this in a super fine detail scope. But, sorry, I'm just going to make this bigger on my screen. But this is up until episode 800. So the original Post to Post channel, I think I did 980 some episodes on that original channel, then switched to this one, and now we've done over 800, but he's just collected the stats up until episode 800. So technically not current stats, but I mean, basically, I've only done, this is only episode, 815 or something crazy like that. So I've got a bunch of fluffies or cat hair around me. All right, let's get into this. So I have this sorted by all, into my entire video history on YouTube. So Montreal Canadiens, not really surprising. I mean, they're my favorite team. I can't not say it any other way. They're my favorite team, and I'm going to try and wear them probably more than anyone else. However, when I first started the channel, and I'm going to put up a photo on the screen here so you can see it, I only had 4 jerseys. I think it was a Montreal Canadiens like kid jersey from when I was 5 or 6 or something, and then there was a Colorado Avalanche 1997 starter jersey, I think it was, and a Winnipeg Jets Reebok jersey that I got at Canadian Tire for $29, and then it was a New York Islanders jersey that I got for $44 off the NHL store in 2010. That's the jerseys I had to start with on YouTube when I started Post to Post. So for the first, I really didn't get started into collecting jerseys until probably a year-ish in, or a year and a half in, and I've been doing this for 4.5 years. So there's a 25% section of Post to Post that I just wasn't collecting jerseys that much. So of the jerseys I had, I was going to wear them a lot in as much as I could, basically, in every video. So some of the stats are going to be a little bit skewed, and some of the teams, like the Islanders, I didn't have an Adidas Islanders jersey for forever, basically. So teams like that where I didn't really have a lot of their jersey, I'd only wear like once every so often. But a team like St. Louis, I've got all of their jerseys in their Adidas, so I'm more willing to wear those on and off. So some of the stats are skewed for that reason, but he's done hats as well, which is really cool, and stuff that's been in the background. So I mean, there's a lot to go through here. There's a lot to go through. What I find really interesting, just at a glance in the background section, is that Montreal's my favorite team, and they've appeared in the background a lot, 180 times. However, the team that's appeared most in my background is actually the Toronto Maple Leafs, 234, and I think that's due to me not necessarily wanting to wear a Maple Leaf jersey, so I just kind of like throw it up in the background, basically. So that's probably the reason there. And what else is on here? So like Edmonton in the background, 34, only 34, but I've worn it quite a bit, I think, or at least put it in the background quite a bit, because it's up there as far as, where was it that I saw it was high? Yeah, I think it was like the worn and alt section. It's got 90, which is, I think, more than half, better than average, basically. So there's some weird statistics in here. There's definitely some weird statistics. I mean, the background section alone, Chicago's only appeared 35 times, and that is just for the home. Sorry, I didn't necessarily see that right away. So we got home, away, and alt. So there's all kinds of stuff in here. Like, look at the Colorado background alternate. 199 times has the alternate appeared in the background, which is, the alternate's my favorite jersey. So, and obviously that includes multiple alternates, like the Stadium Series probably. And the hat, the Montreal Canadiens, I've worn the hat 163 times. That's so much more than every other team. But for the longest time, I only really had a couple of hats, and Montreal Canadiens was one of them. So I definitely wore it in a lot of videos. just interesting stats. Just really interesting stats. The amount of work that would have gone into this. Like, he would have had to watch every single video and collect all this information for every video. He would have had to collect data for. Kudos to you, J Mark. I mean, this is amazing. It's really cool to see. It's interesting to see that of if I go to the all section where it's sorted by the teams that have appeared least in my videos as far as merch, whether it's jerseys or hats, is Columbus at 122, and above that New Jersey, which is quite interesting because now I have all the Adidas jerseys and I've been putting them in my background and wearing them a little bit more without even realizing about this list. So, New Jersey may climb over the next couple of months. Who knows? Buffalo, don't really have a lot of Buffalo merch. I've got one hat. I've got the reverse retro, and then the other Adidas jersey is too small for me. It doesn't even fit me. It's a size 44. Detroit as well is down there. I don't have a lot of Detroit jerseys. Florida, I love their jerseys. Don't really have a lot. Same with Vancouver. So the amount of jerseys I have for each team, like St. Louis, I've got they have 6? Home, away, reverse retro, Winter Classic alternate. That's not the Winter Classic, but based on the Reebok Winter Classic. The other alternate, I think they have at least 5. Okay, we'll just say 5. I have them all. So logically, they're just going to appear more in the videos because I'm switching jerseys in and out and stuff and wearing them. So it's not fair, but it is at the same time. Like, I couldn't have done it any other way. I couldn't have been super fair about this, and I didn't purposely not wear Columbus a bunch of times and just so they would be last place. That's not how this works. San Jose is up there as well. San Jose is my second favorite team. That's obvious that they'd be up there. I like to wear their stuff quite a bit. Colorado, obviously, as well. Really like Colorado. Vegas, really like Vegas. So, there's some trends in here that are probably predictable, but definitely some trends that aren't. So, just a lot of stats. Hope you're looking at it like I am. I don't know all the stats on here, just kind of looking at it for the first time, basically, but just wanted to share that with you because it's really cool. I really appreciate J Mark throwing that out there and sending it in because it's amazing. It makes me think, and it makes me realize, hey, I need to put more Columbus stuff in the videos, and I need to put more New Jersey, Buffalo, Detroit, Florida, Vancouver, Philadelphia, all that stuff. I need to put more of that stuff in the video because it's good to show off that merch, to pay respect to the fans. Like, people always ask me, you're a Canadiens fan. How do you wear Boston Bruins merch? How do you put on a Toronto Maple Leafs jersey? Like, how do you do it? My answer is always the same. I don't necessarily like doing it. I don't like the Boston Bruins. I don't like the Toronto Maple Leafs. But I'm a hockey fan first, number one. And number two, I talk about all the teams in the NHL. And I have all the jerseys. Not all the jerseys, but I have at least one jersey for every single team. And I wear those jerseys for those teams that even I don't like, out of respect for you guys or the fans out there of that team. You may watch my channel or watch me, know I'm a Canadiens fan. You may be a Boston Bruins fan. And I don't like the Boston Bruins. But I'm sure that you probably appreciate me even just a little bit wearing your team's merch. And I do that out of respect for you guys because I really respect you guys. I respect that everyone has the right to cheer for their own team. There is no right or wrong as far as who you cheer for. If everyone cheered for the Colorado Avalanche and no one cheered for any of the other teams out there, what's the point? It would be incredibly boring. It's good that everyone cheers for a different team and has a different second favorite team and hates one team and oh my god, I hate the San Jose Sharks, or maybe you're an Anaheim fan. I hate the San Jose Sharks, and there's another fan who hates the Anaheim Ducks. So it's all one big circle. And I just try and wear as many as different teams as I can out of respect for you guys. So that's why, although this list is skewed a little bit from what I said earlier, there's still lots of representation from all the teams in here. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the different fans from all the different teams. I like the fact that I can have conversations with Bruin fans and not end up in an argument just because I'm a Canadiens fan. Like, we can actually have respectful comments, and actually a lot of my really good friends are actually Boston Bruins fans, ironically, and Toronto Maple Leafs fans. And I'm not sure if that's the same in other sports as well, where two rival fans can actually be friends. But in hockey, I think maybe it's a little bit different. There's a lot of respect in hockey. So I appreciate you watching, and regardless of who you cheer for, I appreciate you being here, and would love it if you are new. If you could hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like button, and maybe in a year's time we can review this list again if J Mark continues with it. And a big round of applause and kudos to J Mark down below in the comment section. Have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you very soon. Adios.